Yo, it's your man Gentleman here, and today's episode of Blogcast is being sponsored by the good folks over at Bloggers.com. Bloggers.com keeps you up to date with the most current news, music, and entertainment that's floating the net. That's Bloggers.com, BLXGGERS.com. And also, don't forget to follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Bloggers, BLXGGERS. Now enjoy today's episode.
It's just got to be
get it like right now. We're recording right now.
People, what's going on, man?
So we are on episode.
No, we're gonna do. Remember, we're gonna do it. So we're gonna, in the spirit of blogging,
right?
The Blogcast, Bloggers.com supporting us. We're gonna do this like blog posts. So not necessarily episodes, this is just going to be,
right.
Just frequent conversations
right.
that we post up there. So you'll see the dates, and that's when we talked about today. It's the 28th. It's 11:10 p.m. We're in my studio, aka my kitchen.
Kitchen, dining room.
Yeah. So it's a smaller, house. But my name's on the deed. So
that's what matters.
Hey, listen. Yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so it's
So it'll be
the
dates.
Kids. Yeah, there'll be the dates and stuff like that.
So sometimes you get us 2 times a week, or you may get us 1 time, or you may get us 4 times.
However we can do it, man. But yeah, bro, it's I'm just glad we we're gonna stay consistent with it, man. I've been wanting to talk to you, bro, because it's just been so many. Like I said, where I work. It's a lot different for how you work. And I'm sitting at a computer, so I'm just watching the news and all this stuff with the what's going on and really the markets and with the like stock markets and stuff. But you see a bunch of different news things that pop up. So the one thing, so I was watching CNBC, bro, and this is literally what the title read: "Wild Monkey in Central Florida." So I'm like, what? What? So it threw me, bro. Threw me so bad, bro. So
monkey
listen,
in Florida.
Of course I had to Google, bro. So what happened was there was literally a wild monkey that got loose it's been loose. So in Apopka. So
close to home.
Oh yeah, bro. It's close to home.
I'm thinking you're telling me like Miami or something.
No. Listen, bro. I'll give you the background. So listen. So this is a Rahos. Dang.
What?
It's spelled RHESUS. Never good at pronunciation. So
that's the name of the monkey.
Rhesus. Monkeys. So look, long story short, this is what happened. So in the 1930s, Silver Springs and Ocala, which is in Marion County, outside of Ocala, Silver Springs State Park. It's like a springs or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they had some monkeys there. Some of these monkeys they brought there as an attraction, right?
Yeah. Long
story short, park kind of went defunct. These boys went rampant. So the monkeys got loose, and they've been populating there. So in Silver Springs, in Ocala, there's actually multiple places in Florida. There's actually a monkey population in Tampa and a monkey population down in South Florida. I kid you not, same type of monkeys. Different stories though of how they got there. But this particular one is close to Orlando.
Yeah.
They got there because of the park going defunct and stuff like that. So they just started running rampant. And I got this article from the Sentinel, man. Just to give an idea of how many of these suckers are out there. They've been trapping these monkeys. They said they trapped 772 monkeys from the park between 1998 and 2012,
no
bro.
Way, bro.
Yeah, bro. The University of Florida biologists estimate as many as 200 rhesus monkeys. That's how we're gonna pronounce that.
Rhesus.
RHESUS monkeys live in the region. 200 of these boys.
No way, bro.
Bro, this is right up there in Ocala too.
I never heard of that.
Bro, they threw me off. I had to do my Googles, bro, and bring it
monkeys
up.
In Florida.
Listen, so it made me think about it, bro. What would you do if a monkey ran down on you, bro? How do you react to seeing wild animals, bro?
Well, a bear, for example, they're typically, if you kind of make a noise at them,
yeah,
typically they will run away from you.
You've tested this theory.
Well, I've heard.
Yeah.
So I haven't tested, so I don't know for sure. But
not me.
I think a bear, if they feel threatened, that's when they come at you. But if they don't feel threatened and you kind of scare them, they just kind of run away. An alligator, I wouldn't. I just run. Monkey, but a monkey, I don't know, dog.
See, here's the thing. Like, I don't even look at a monkey. Like, these monkeys look like they're not like gorillas. Dumb. Yeah, exactly. They're not dumb, number one. But these aren't like big like gorillas. You know what I'm saying? These are like tree swinging monkeys. You know what I mean? I guess I'm trying to like chimps. I guess you was how they look. I can show you a picture of it. But so these aren't the like type of monkeys that you'll be like, oh man, I you want to run.
Oh, but they look. He look kind of mean though, bro.
That's the thing though. So these monkeys though, they say they're like, they carry herpes B.
Oh,
herpes period. We don't want to play with. So, but herpes B, I don't know what that is. But that's what they're saying. Like, don't approach the monkeys and this, that, and the third. So, but yeah, man, I don't do well with wildlife. Like, bro, I say this to you in confidence, but like, I freak out over little bugs, like
ladybugs type of little bugs.
Like, bro, if something fly on me, like it's gonna be, you gotta take that. Oh man, if it's your boy, man, bro, just do it real life, bro. It's all good. Man. Yeah, man. I'm not tripping, bro. This is real life, dad life.
Real life scenario, people.
Yeah, man.
When you're a father, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's waiting to play 2K. You told me he's supposed to play 2K with him.
Yeah,
he made that promise. See,
he told me, he gonna play with the Golden State or Chicago.
Oh, so it's either he's gonna win or he's gonna lose.
He's gonna lose regardless. I'm gonna spank that ass. Last time I spanked him so bad he started tearing up. I said, "Well, you better practice. I'm gonna spank your ass again."
Yeah, no participation trophies over here.
No, sir. We don't. You don't get trophies just for playing.
Hey, you
get trophies for winning.
You better come to win.
All right.
Yeah, but listen. So like, yeah, bro. Like anything, like, bro. I don't like when I'm outside cutting the grass, like. I'm little like, man, just Florida wildlife, man. Anything that just fly by me, if it catch me off guard, man,
it's like a dragonfly, bro.
Bro, I don't do wildlife, bro. I don't do wildlife. So it's funny because like Amanda, she sent me a video one day. It was a big old black snake in the backyard, bro. I mean, I guess big is relative. It was like 4 feet. I don't know, but and it was just it was trying to climb up on the little trampoline we got in the backyard. Then it just literally just snaked this way, through the backyard. And I was just thinking, like, man, I don't play these games with wildlife. Like, I wouldn't be the one to like try to even take. Like, people were taking pictures of this wild monkey. That's how they found out about it. Like, it was all on social media.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lady was saying, she was used to seeing bears and things like that, but she saw a monkey and they're taking pictures of the monkey. Bro, I ain't taking pictures of nothing.
I guess it depends on the distance. I mean, if it's a good distance away from me, I probably would take a picture myself too.
Stop it.
But if you're talking, bro, if it's like 2 feet away from me, I would take a picture if I'm in my house.
I need the glass.
You know what I mean?
I need the window glass right there.
For real.
I need to feel safe.
Because that monkey, I don't know the names of these monkeys, but you know the monkey that you typically see on TV, that nice kind of looking black monkey?
I've never seen that nice looking.
Like the one.
Oh, no, I take that back. Yes.
Like the one Michael Jackson held. What was his name?
Oh, I don't know.
Rupert or something? Whatever his name was. Bruh. Manny, whatever.
Listen, yeah, like French Montana owns a monkey.
Oh, what?
French Montana owns a monkey.
For real?
Yeah, just like Michael Jackson monkey.
That same type of monkey?
It look kind of like that, yeah, small. Yeah.
But see, they look nice.
Yeah, so this monkey doesn't
that one
nice.
Look like, bruh, you take another step, bro. I'm ripping your face off.
Yeah.
So that one I wouldn't really mess with.
Yeah, man, I'm not playing these games with these monkeys, man. Or just wild animals appears. Like I said, bro, my wife is the one, I really have to be conscious of it because I don't want my boys to feel like, man, daddy pussy, man. He ain't out here doing what he need to do. But,
let me be the man of the house.
Listen, man, she be coming down on me too, man, because I'll never forget one time, man, it was a roach somewhere,
Come
man.
on, man.
Listen,
a roach?
Listen, I think it was in the garage. Because we don't got roaches like that, but in Florida, you can't get rid of bugs, you know what I'm saying? So it's impossible. Man, I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere where it wasn't even like a threat. And I just remember, like, she's saying it, and my first reaction, I cleared it. I was gone.
Seriously?
I was gone. Like, listen, bro. I was gone, and I was, like, literally looking over my shoulder, like, you got it?
No,
looking
come
at-
on, bro.
Baby, she was giving me that eye like, what?
The
Like,
only thing I would give you credit for is if it was a spider. I ain't gonna lie. I'm terrified of spiders.
I actually have arachnophobia. Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
No, because I have
Listen.
arachnophobia too.
Listen, okay, so I'll tell you why. I've seen that movie, right? Don't watch it. But then, never forget this story, bro. I had to be like maybe 7 or 8 years old. So, wolf spiders, they're the spiders that are here. Yeah, so we actually had one in the garage. Coincidentally, had to come home and throw this out. A man actually sprayed it down with Raid, but I had to throw it out, which killed me. But the reason I was scared of it is because when I was young, my mom told my dad to kill a spider, right? She said, Sam, go get that spider. Pops, being, man of the house.
The thuggish man, yeah.
Listen, he went, grabbed a shoe, stepped on the spider. Nothing but a million baby spiders just shot out, start crawling everywhere. I was right next to him, so they start crawling up. When I say, bruh, it gets me to this day. It makes me scared. I gotta rub my leg now, bro.
You want to take a shower and stuff.
Listen, bro, traumatizing, bro. So to this day, I'm like, man, I don't play those games. And then when I had to come, because we had one that was in the garage, garage on bugs would come in there. So the missus sprayed it down, and I had to she had to go pick up the kids. She was like, hey, you need to come, because I work close.
Right.
So you need to come home, and it needs to be gone before the kids get here. So yeah, man, when I pulled up, man, it took me about 20 minutes to get that thing out.
Was it big?
I mean, wolf spiders don't get too big. Like, it's like maybe like the size of my thumb or something like that. It wasn't like, on the tarantula. It looked like a tarantula in the picture she was showing me, but she was zoomed in. I was preparing for a tarantula. But man, I put it in like 5 bags, bagged the bag, then bagged that bag, and then tied the bag tight, then put it in the trash bag and threw the trash bag in the trash. And
For real? No, I wouldn't go that far.
I was like, man, because just in case it wakes up, it shakes off all this Raid that it got sprayed on it, bro, you're going to die from suffocate, or, you can't breathe. You need air, you know what I'm saying? So we had
one of the qualifications for me, bro, when I'm looking for a wife, real life, people, real life. I call you back. The one thing when I'm looking for a wife, I'll do whatever you want. I don't like folding clothes, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll wash dishes.
You
I'll
heard
wash
J.
clothes.
Cole.
I'll do whatever. Well, I'll do whatever it takes to make you happy.
Yeah.
But if you call my phone or text my phone saying, "Hey, there's a huge spider in the bedroom. I need it out," I'm gonna tell you, call the exterminator. I ain't doing it, bruh. I have the worst arachnophobia probably in man-made history, bruh.
Bro, you gotta get some Raid then, bro.
I'm getting the exterminator's number,
bruh. They don't real time come out and just knock the spider out, bro.
Well, let me not over-exaggerate. Now, if we're talking about little spiders, okay, I'm talking about like tarantula-sized spiders.
Them type of spiders ain't gonna pop. Well, yeah, I guess it depends, because a daddy long leg gonna spook me. So
nah, I ain't tripping about that.
Listen, man, it's gonna spook me, man. It's gonna spook me, man. I've literally contemplated sometimes, do I need to sleep in the room tonight?
What? Nah.
What can I post on the couch? Maybe I'll let brothers do what he need to do in the room. I could never do it though, because better give me hell.
Because similar to the story that you told me, I had when Tiff, my homegirl Tiff was living with me for a few. She came home one time and seen a spider on the floor, and she stepped on it. And the same situation happened. Then all of a sudden, these like little baby spiders started crawling. And I remember I was in my bed, halfway sleeping, and she was like, "Aunt." So I thought like maybe somebody came inside the house behind her. I'm running downstairs. I look, and I see all these little spiders. I'm like, oh, So I had to like get the bug spray and spray the whole area around.
Man, listen.
It kind of freaked me out for a minute, man.
Listen, those are the moments, bro, where it's like, do I need to stay here tonight?
Damn, bro. I ain't gonna front. If I see one of them huge spiders that I be seeing on social media in my house, I'm calling my realtor that next day. Yo, put this house on the market.
Listen, man, but in Florida, man, you can't run from those, man. Yeah, man, I just had to get to see what you was feeling about that, bro. As soon as I saw the monkeys, that's the first thing I thought about. Like, man, here we go, Florida, with these wild animals, these bugs, this ridiculousness. But I guess, man, that's what we get.
Right.
When you get good weather all the time, everybody want to be down here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, bugs and stuff, I get it, but the monkeys was like, what?
Yeah, bro, I didn't believe it until I Googled it. But yeah, man, Googled it, man. Why? If you just Google wild monkeys in Florida, it's man, it's interesting, man. But yeah, bro, it's, you know, Florida. What can you do, man? I wanted to also, I actually just saw this too, so we both can relate to this being dads. On ESPN, right before it actually started, LeVar Ball. I know you know who LeVar Ball is.
Man, that guy.
Listen, I'm not mad. Don't mind the ducks in the backyard. I'm not mad at LeVar Ball for being a dad. You know what I mean? Hyping up his kids, you know what I mean? A little extra, but hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with this is Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas all said they don't want to do a deal with his son Lonzo, who's going to be supposedly supposed to be in the top 10,
top 10,
top 10, give or take. They said it's the first time ever that one of these big companies has stepped away from a potential top pick months before the draft. And the reason they're saying this is because the dad has been like handling all the negotiations, been going to these meetings. So he was like saying, hey, I want to come to him. He wants to do a partnership. He wants to do like a licensing deal with his brand, a big baller brand at BBB. And so he's like, I got a shoe design. I got this, that, and the third. So he wants a partnership as opposed to an actual like you know,
deal.
Yeah, like deal. Because he put a point out there. He was like, they don't want to have to wait 5 years to get a shoe like Paul George.
Yeah.
Like we got a shoe design and stuff like that. I'm not mad at him because I look at it like this. He made a point. He was like, look, man, they don't want to do it because like a rep from Nike or whatever in the article was saying like, oh, he's the worst thing to happen to, you know, to this business or whatever, stuff like that. But the dad was saying, LeVar was saying like, well, just imagine like if LeBron and Michael and Serena and Tiger had their own situation, like their own company or their own brand and built that up. Because if you think about it, bro, we're talking about $1 billion a year. You know what I'm saying? So if you were to do that, then, bro, even if they get a little piece of that, that's you're talking about big money. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, they always saying like how he's or like, of course, we could take Jordan for example. He's a billionaire now because he built that brand up. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like that's not common. Like even LeBron won't build his brand to be LeBron's, you know what I mean? Because he signed that deal with Jordan and now or with Nike. And that deal may make him a billionaire, you know what I mean, over the course of his lifetime. Yeah. But if you think about what old boy's talking about, he's talking about creating a brand now. And I'm not, listen, it might take time, but so another point he said too, he was like the taxi company didn't believe Uber when Uber first came out, which sounds, if you think about it, it sounds crazy. Right. Like it's such a far-fetched idea, but if they can really execute on it, I mean, bro.
It's I get what you're saying. Yeah. But all this is involving your son, not you. Which I get it as a father, you want the best for your kid. Yeah. But his kid is what? I think what he's like 19. 20? He's 19?
Yeah, I think 19, yeah.
He has to make his own decision. Now, granted, as a father, you tell him what he should do. Yeah. Or guide him what he should do. But ultimately give him that option. Now, you already screwed up 3 potential deals. Yeah. From 3 major companies.
Yeah. And those three have Nike, Under Armour, and which is crazy that Under Armour is even in this conversation. Reebok has fallen off so much.
Steph Curry.
But that's what I was going to say. So Nike has, those 3 have the top players. Right. So Steph Curry really, well, in the NBA, Under Armour has Steph Curry, but outside the NBA, you know, they got Tom Brady too. But, you know, of course, Nike speaks for itself, but then Adidas, Lillard, they're the Harden. NBA. Yeah, they've got.
So it's like, I mean, I get it from a dad standpoint because I probably would do the same thing.
Absolutely,
too. Yeah. But you're messing up his career because think about it. Not only is he screwing up his deals with them, so now he knows those options aren't on the table anymore. Yeah. You're messing up his NBA career already because now you have NBA players targeting him specifically. Yeah. So they're going to be guarding him extra hard because of his reputation. Yeah. And they're going to play extra hard when he's playing defense because of his reputation. Yeah. I mean, so if you don't live up to your hype at the beginning,
I see what you're
you're
saying.
already screwed.
He can potentially be washed up, though he's
Right.
truly not washed up.
When typically, your rookie year, you're not going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, people like LeBron is great because
Yeah.
that's like a whole nother, that's like an alien.
Yeah.
But typically, your rookie year, you're going to have your mistakes. You're going to have your downfalls. Now, every reporter from this point on is going to nitpick every single little thing you do.
True.
You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
relate it back to your dad, too.
Right. So
Yeah.
even in business, anything you do wrong in business, now you're screwed because your father already planted
Yeah.
that negative seed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it from a father's standpoint. You want the best for your son,
Mhm.
but the way he's doing it is just ruining things.
Yeah.
So there's like no room for mistakes, literally.
Yeah, it is kind of, it does. I think it's crazy that they like blackballed him. In essence, is what they've done. Like
Blackballed.
they literally have blackballed him like from the jump,
Mhm.
which is crazy. But I mean, I think if they do it right, man, you can really make some money doing it your own way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, they say the brand, from reading the ESPN articles, it's still making money.
Mhm.
I just look at it like, man, if they're all on the, it really is like you said. If his son's on the same page with his dad, like, hey dad, let's build this. Because remember, it's not just Lonzo. He got 2 other little boys. He got another one that's in college, I think now, and then another one who's in high school.
Garbage.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They're tall and they decent, so they got potential.
And they're waffle colored Negroes.
Listen. Hey, listen, bro. Listen. On behalf of every light skinned brother that's out there right now, bro. Don't hate, bro.
I'm gonna start calling y'all waffles, dog.
Listen, bro. Don't hate, bro.
I would say
That's-
French toast, but the French toast is a little bit too dark for y'all. I'm gonna keep it waffle with y'all.
Bruh. I feel the hate, bruh. Damn. Who took your lady?
Who took my? Ain't nobody take my lady.
At some point in time, somebody took your lady.
Listen, man, this chocolate. Every woman like a chocolate.
Out of here. Oh my goodness, man.
When they get a strawberry, what do they dip a strawberry in? Chocolate. Why? Because it's sweet
This nigga,
and it's
man.
fulfilling.
This nigga, man. Listen, man. Fuck out of here with that. What I'm telling you is these boys got the potential to be.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Think about it. All 3 of them, and they close. All 3 of them can be in the NBA at the same time. So if all 3 of them get in the NBA at the same time, and all 3 of them promote his little brand at the same time, come on, bro. Think about it like this. Like I said, this is $1 billion industry,
Right.
multi-billion-dollar industry a year. You know what I'm talking, in sales and stuff like that. So we're not talking about everyone trying to get a piece of $100 million. This is $1 billion.
Mhm.
So if their company can bring in, let's give them $100 million. At some point in time, they hit a point where they're all 3 playing. They're making in $100 million a year.
Right.
LeBron's contract, I think he just signed, is something like $1 billion over his lifetime.
Mhm.
If they do 10 years at $100 million in sales, they've done $1 billion in sales at that point in time. Now, it may not necessarily be profit that they bring in, but if you're on the upswing, you see what I'm saying? So, whereas like Nike, or let's be real, like they make triple. Whatever they pay on LeBron, they're going to make quadruple. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes I feel like you got to just, man, you got to either, but it's bold to be like, nah, bro. Like, literally, that's how he walked in the room like, nah, bro.
But it's the way he's doing it.
That's the only thing I don't like. I feel like he's being kind of obnoxious.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's being like, yeah. And that's the only thing that's like, come on, bro, chill on that.
Right.
But the business, like, that makes sense. I think that's what kind of hurts him too, because he's walking into these rooms and they're already like, nah.
Right.
They're already looking at him like, nah.
Because they know he's going to say some weirdo
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
And then,
like
so,
even
yeah.
I think LeBron could have done what he's doing. And the reason why LeBron could have done it because LeBron is the best player in the world.
Yeah.
You can't top him.
Mhm.
And 2, the way he handles business is, excuse me, even if he wants something, he keeps it in private.
Yeah, that's true.
So even if he's going off on them like how LeVar goes off on them, he's doing it in private. So the public never knows.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's really a liability,
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
yeah.
So that's why it's like, I get it from a father point where he's coming from. You want the best for your kids. You feel like they're worth $1 billion. I get it. I can't knock him for that. But handle it correctly, because now you're leaving no room for mistakes. And we're humans, so we're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, you're going to make mistakes.
So the one small dumb mistake that freaking Paul George could have made, he could make it, and it's like, whatever. Now his son does it, and and it's like, you know what? That's it. It's all done.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they'll write him off. Public
Right.
perception is a mug. So that if they scrub him his first year, then
and and then if they scrub him, now his sons,
that's true. His brothers.
you know what I'm saying? They're going to be looked on even worse. So,
Yeah. You got yeah, man.
tough, man.
I think if it was me, I'd do the same thing. I just wouldn't do it the way he's doing it. I don't think I'd be as obnoxious, or
Right.
I wouldn't be on like the radio shows and stuff like that. But I
Talking
definitely
bold like that.
Yeah, I'd definitely be in because that's just doing nothing but drawing unnecessary attention. But I'd definitely be like, hey man, we're gonna go for the jugular
Right.
with these deals. Like we already got something pumping,
Right.
and we can really do something. So
Just keep it private.
yeah, that's all you had to do, man. But sometimes you can't keep things private. Just like United, when they got caught, like I said, in the when they drug that doctor off that thing, they couldn't keep that private. Oh boy, they can keep. In China, that their China's little Twitter thing, they had a video of the United thing. I know this is like weeks old, but they just settled on this some point in time this past week. But yeah, man, it got 100 million views in 24 hours. There's
What?
1 billion people in China though. So, but yeah, isn't that crazy, bro?
Whoa.
People trip out over here in the States like off 1 million views in 24
Right.
hours. Like, I don't even think people comprehend what 100 million views.
100
million unique views. That's what I'm saying. So the 100 million unique views.
It's different people.
Exactly. 24 hours, bro. Oh yeah, bro. United had to come out of pocket. But what they ended up doing though is and man, it's crazy because I was talking. Like, of course, we talk about it at work, and I was talking to my homeboy City about this because he was taking a flight somewhere a few weeks ago, and he was saying he was hearing them like, I forget the plane line, like, overbooked, we'll pay X amount. He said it got to like $800, and they almost hit $1,000. Nobody was still taking the flights.
Right.
But United, actually, they had capped it when this whole situation happened. Their cap to pay somebody to get off was $1,300. It's $10K now.
Oh, I'm out.
You out for
I'm
$10K.
out. Yep.
But see, that's the thing, though.
Give me
They may
money.
not even get the $10K because somebody might hear that 5 and be like, what's up? I'll take that 5.
I'm going to be like, put your damn hands down. Wait.
But that's the thing, too, though, because now people are going to know. So, like, everybody know they can go to 10K.
Right.
Because it wasn't like, because I never even knew the cap before.
I mean, I don't think barely anybody knew what the cap
But
was.
now they put it out there, I'm sure, because of just, this was such a big thing, you know what I mean? So, bro, $10,000, bro.
I'm gone. Dog, it has to be a situation where I have to go home because of my son or something serious.
That's the only thing I was thinking about. It would be the dad
family. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of that, I'm gone. I just give me my money, give me the next flight.
For sure. Like I'm the first thing I was thinking, like I know me and the missus taking a trip in June, and if a flight, because Delta did the same thing too. Delta up there is to like 9,000. So we're not flying neither of those, flying Southwest. So but whatever. So but the thing is, you get, you have to think about like, man, I might as well just take this money. You know what I mean? Because if I got my people still watching the kids, and I'm like, hey,
but hold
they good?
Hold on though. Is it cash or is it?
That's a good point.
Or is it?
I think it is cash.
What's that?
Vouchers.
Vouchers.
Damn,
If it's
that's a good point.
voucher,
I don't
bro,
know.
nah, I ain't doing it.
I
You
take
keep
10K
that.
in vouchers.
But how often? Well, I guess it depends on when does it void. Do you have 1 year to spend that 10K if you got up to 10K? Because if you tell me I can get 10K in vouchers for the,
Yeah, I wonder,
it
bro.
lasts like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But if it's within a year, am I really gonna travel that much in a year?
You better figure it out, bro. We just talked about traveling last episode, bro. You better take your son across the pond to London.
Yeah, but
you got your family in London.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. Take him
But
across that
let's
pond.
be real.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap guy. Not like cheap like that, but I like to
You
budget.
cheap. Yeah.
So if I could find a round trip for 200, I'm gonna take it.
you don't
know how
have
many
to do
round-
that. You don't have to do that anymore because you got 10,000. Matter of fact, you better be flying first class.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I
booty
didn't think.
What are you talking
I didn't even
about?
think about that.
What are we talking about?
I'm
right
thinking
now?
about Coach the whole time. You right?
Goddamn. Cheap.
You right.
Listen, man.
And I will buy like as much booze as I can just so I can
See,
knock
now
out.
don't. Yeah, well, I guess it was. So I'm trying to look. I'm looking at the Bloomberg article, and it just says $10,000 maximum payout.
That's
so I don't know
probably
what
to
that.
get you, dog.
I don't know what that payout looks like. That's a great point. I don't know if that's vouchers or what.
Cause you know what's gonna happen? Somebody gonna be like, "I'll take $2,000."
Yeah.
Thinking it's cash money, and
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, well, $2,000 voucher."
I need a Visa gift card.
Yeah, some
I need a
MasterCard,
Visa
some
gift card.
some.
We need the most accepted
Give me a
card.
cashier's check. I don't care.
Yeah.
Bro.
We need something that's most accepted. That's accepted everywhere. So yeah, man. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. I'm definitely taking that money, and I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it at all. Like, yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though. To get to 10,000, though, they have to go through so many tiers. You know what I mean? So
right.
most people probably gonna
Somebody
take that.
gonna break down somewhere.
I'm breaking down on 2 bands.
Man, dog. If I'm sitting next to somebody and they say,
because the thing is too, you gotta think about it. Normally they're giving you the money and they still getting you to where you need to go. They're not saying you can't fly no more.
Yeah.
They're saying we need to take your seat and put you somewhere else, another flight, and let somebody else take this flight. Is that cool?
But why take 2 if I could get 9?
But see, because you run the risk of somebody else taking. That's the roll of the dice. Somebody else might budge on 3 or 4.
Bruh. If I'm sitting next to somebody and they say 3,000 and they raise their hand, I'm slapping that son of a bitch down, bruh. And I'm gonna tell them, like, bro, why go for 3 when you go for 8?
Because man, you never
don't lowball yourself, dog.
Hey man, I'm that nigga, bro. Hey, and if you slap my hand down, bro, it's gonna be a problem right there in that airport, man. I'm getting my 2 bands and I'm talking to you, bro. We gonna have a convo. you better slide, bro. You better slide from that, bro. Listen, bro. They gonna be like, get these goddamn niggas out the airport.
For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, hey, you know, it's funny. I say that in a jokingly, you my nigga, but you were just talking about something before we got on the air that we started talking about, but I want to talk about it here because I think it was a good conversation to have. I know initially how I was bringing it up or was talking about it was, you know, with our kids, both our kids are yours 8, mine's oldest 4, talking about race when we had that conversation, but I like what you were talking about even better. I think that was a great conversation
how
we
do you
had.
deal with not just white people, just any race other than black calling me not nigga, but nigger.
Yeah. Because I've had this happen to me many a time, so I'm curious to express my how it's happened. So how you dealt with it, and
I don't deal with it. I just let it slide off my back.
Yeah,
because for somebody to call me a nigger, that means any other thing they said before that, any other hateful thing they said before it, they was trying to get underneath my skin.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like for them to go to nigger, that means the next thing is a physical altercation.
Yeah.
So before they get to that point, they got to say anything that they need to say.
Yeah.
And nigger's your last resort.
And
if that doesn't work, what else do I do?
Yeah.
Nothing outside
That's
of
true.
physical, altercation. So if you don't give them that power,
put the power in the work.
It's like they already lost the battle.
Yeah.
Or they lost the war, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if you and your brother get into a fight, a verbal fight, right?
Yeah.
You're going to say anything that you know
and
could get underneath the skin.
I'm juggler with my verbal. If anybody knows these verbal jabs,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, these verbal stabs are out here. Yeah.
And even in a relationship, I mean, mostly women do it to their boyfriends or husband. You say the worst verbal thing to get under the skin.
Yeah.
It's because that's what's going to get them mad.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, what do you do? Nothing. You can't do
That's
nothing.
true. And that is like something that gets people even more upset. Like,
so,
you don't hear me?
Right. So if someone in another race call me,
and you're saying it like they're saying it in like a hateful way.
Yeah.
Like okay, yeah.
Like you get in an argument like, well, you're just a dumb nigger.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm so dumb, I have a degree. I have my own house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm not. I can't be that dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For you to call me nigger, it's just a word.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to not respond to it.
Yeah.
But I think a positive respond is the best way.
Yeah, would be the best way to do it.
To kind of win the battle or the war, personally.
Yeah, and I've had different circumstances that's come up, and in different contexts as well. So I can think of 2 different ones. Nothing really super recent, which is a good thing for me. But I think the most recent in a negative context, when I was working for a particular company as a store manager's first position right out of college, and I was outside of Nashville in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and I just remember this particular guy. He was like, man, he wants to speak to the manager, and speak to the manager going off, and so I come around the corner. I'm young too, so I'm 22. That
made it even worse.
Yeah, so I come around the corner and he's like, I'm not talking to this nigger. Where's the store manager? And I'm like, well, I am the store manager, so we can, I can help you out and we can talk and we can, move forward from here. If you like, you can, you can leave.
Right.
So I left it up to him. And I ended up helping old boy out. But like you were saying too, like we talked about before, I really did that just off the strength of me. It's my job.
Right,
so you know what I mean? So in this situation, I'm not about to, like, you're not going to get me, hot, because at the end of the day, I snap on you, you go home, I lose my job. You still, whatever you got going on in life, the company that I was with at the time, they probably not even, they're going to let you keep the business.
You're always going to be the loser because
you're going to lose
whatever the customer says is right.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, in some circumstances, so you're gonna take that L. And so I was like, nah, I'm not taking that L. So, and then that stuff honestly don't bother me just because it just don't. It just you know what I mean. But what does bother me though more than that is when people use it in a context like which and it is crazy because I don't know, man. I guess maybe there is no I guess it's a great conversation. There is no true rule to it. There should be. But I just don't play that. So because I know certain, well, I guess I'm being contradicted because I do have a homeboy that's not black, but that does use the N-word all the time.
Like Spanish people use it.
Or
even like DJ Khaled. Let's be real.
Yes, probably that's a great example. But so this thing that happened to me was we were in high school. One of my homeboys was talking to this white girl at the time, and they worked at this. They worked at Moe's up around the corner from the house. So we went up. He brought me there, supposed to be hooking us up with some burritos. So I'm like, cool, I'll slide. And they were playing something on the radio, man. And her homegirl, who I was supposed to be talking to, my girl, she's singing a song. And just in the middle of the song, she like trying to hype me up too to like rap the song. Yeah. And she just looks me in my eyes, bro, as he rapping, and just like, my nigga, something.
And she was what?
She was white, yeah. So she said it. She said it to me, and it was crazy because I'm way younger. So this is 17-year-old. This is 17-year-old Zabo who just reckless. And my homeboy immediately peeped it, and he was like, "Let's slide." He just like tapped me. He's like, "Hey, let's just slide. Don't even. You good? Because I really wanted to just
right.
Man, what? Man, what you like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now just looking at it. It is crazy because you go to like these any concert you go to, like you're going to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Any club or anything you go to, if it's like a mixed vibe or something like that, you're going to hear that. So it's kind of like I said, I got a homeboy who does use it like that. So I told him, like, man, I don't know, man.
And he's what?
He Asian. Oh. So it's like, yeah. So, but the thing is, I don't know, man. Like I said, it is, I don't know, man. I personally normally don't, except for that circumstance, which, so then I'm contradicting myself, you know, but I don't know, man. I think it's just I don't know, man. I do feel like the power needs to be taken from the word, right? You know what I'm saying? But I grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then now it's become so mainstream. Yeah. Like it's almost like a word of, you know what I mean? It's like everybody, any race or whoever, you watch these videos and stuff like that. White people, no one, there are any race, no one there who's of African descent, but everybody using that word amongst themselves. I don't personally get it. Right. You know what I mean? I don't see why they want to do that, but I know where they get it from. Right. You know what I'm saying? From all the music and all that, and all that stuff that they listening to. It's like cool or whatever. Yeah. But
I mean, I feel like personally, right? I feel like the only time that a white person could say the word nigga and I'm like cool with it is at a concert. Because if you're going to a 21 Savage concert or a French Montana or Kendrick Lamar, they have the word nigga in the song. Yeah. I mean, everybody's vibing out. I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong by any means, but I mean, everybody's vibing out.
We can call it wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. Yeah. But everybody's vibing out. Yeah. I mean, bruh, if it's like 20,000 white people in there saying the word nigga and they're rapping a song, you can't get mad at it. Right. I'm not going to fight each and every one. Yeah, what's the point? Yeah. So it's like, that's the only time that it doesn't really bother me. Yeah. As far as other race, I mean, as far as like someone like French Montana and Khaled, because...
Wait, French Montana...
But he has the African descent. He's
not black? Isn't he from like Morocco or something?
Yeah.
No, Morocco's not in Africa.
Morocco's...
Is it in Africa? Damn, I sound like my wife not knowing my geography. Yeah. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Keep going.
So somebody like...
Don't scrub me. don't laugh. Keep going, bro. Chill.
So somebody like French that is Moroccan and even though Khaled was born in America, but I know his background is still kind of African descent ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's wishy washy, but I get it.
Yeah.
As far as like Spanish people using it, I don't know how, but because I've seen it done so many times, to me personally, I just kind of accepted it because, I mean, if they accepted it, if my OGs accepted it, then it has to be acceptable. I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I can't pinpoint it. I honestly, you know what I hope? I do hope that, like, I look at it like, so comparing, if I'm gonna compare it to a word that I think is like a negative word that's used in many different kind of contexts would be bitch. So bitch normally has a negative connotation, but it's used in a lot of different contexts.
Right.
The only thing is, you know what? I take that back. It'll never really happen because there's too much negativity behind the word nigga.
Right.
Like, you could never personally walk up to me and just be like, "What up, nigga?"
Right.
And I feel like it's straight if I don't, feel like, okay. If I just remember, and I hope no one just normally walks. Like, I don't even walk up to other black people and be like, "What up, nigga?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't feel like anybody should do that. Like, I feel like I only do that with my friends and stuff like that.
Right.
Which is that even okay? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it's a negative thing. I try to get better with it, like, because I think about, you know what I mean, it does have some negative connotation to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you acting like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You doing nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I always think, like, with my boys, I'm super conscious with, these are kings. You know what I mean? I'm raising CEOs. I'm doing this and the third. And so just trying to not let that, you know what I mean? And do I think it's gonna go away? No, but I definitely think, like, it's something that I don't think it will hurt. Am I still gonna use it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm not gonna lie to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely ingrained in my vocabulary, but I see where it's like it's gotten to a point now where it's really just gotten.
It's pretty much got watered down. In a sense.
I ain't gonna say it's gotten watered down because it's a lot of history still behind it.
Right.
But it's gotten watered down, and I kind of see what you're saying.
As far as like the usage of
people
it.
not understanding exactly, like like people not really understanding, like no, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it has become just, especially if hip hop got to be the number one, music as far as like it influences all of pop culture really. And if you listen to anybody who rapping nowadays, right, and they a smidgen, if look like they got like a minority, they dropping the N-bomb a lot. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know what I'm saying? Even your most woke, quote unquote, rappers are using that, you know what I'm saying? So it is kind of,
Even Kendrick tried to twist it a little bit by saying niggas, because I guess the definition of that is, what was it?
I think it's
like king or it was something empowering.
I'm fake woke, so
it was something empowering, like Negus. And I get it, but I don't know, man. I mean, even like somebody like, I don't know if you know a rapper named Logic.
Oh, of course, I know Logic.
He's half white and half black, but he looks extremely white.
Yeah.
And
he
doesn't really use the N-word too much, but he does use it every now and then.
Yeah, I do like Logic. I'm like,
because I know apparently with him, he gets backlash from both sides.
Yeah,
the whites don't accept him because he's half black, and the black don't accept him because he looks white.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. The word has just been, like I said, it's been washed out in the sense of the usage of it.
Yeah,
it's been okay for everybody. Because I always wonder, like, how is it okay for DJ Khaled and French Montana to say it, and Fat Joe, but yet if Eminem says it, who's like one of the best rappers in our
well, I think we know the answer to that though.
Yeah,
we know the answer to that, so that's not a good example because we know.
Okay, let me not say Eminem, but I can't think of another. I can't think of another rapper that's not black.
I mean, I feel like if you're a minority and you say it, especially a minority that's kind of like as far as your skin tone, maybe I don't know, maybe it's something that got to deal with it. You know, when you think about like Fat Joe,
I would have said like Yams, who was a part of the ASAP mob.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Yeah,
but cause I don't know what he is, but like what if he would have said the N-word, which I'm pretty sure he probably did. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what makes them so different? What gives them the okay to say it?
I don't know. I know DJ Khaled did give an example because he said he was growing up. He said he was called a sand nigger. No, that's fact though. That was because so listen, I didn't believe it, but before he even said it, I used to live with someone when I lived in Atlanta. I had a roommate when I moved there right after college, and he was actually from India.
Mm-hmm.
Like he lived in India till he was like 13 years old. So like, you know what I mean? Like not like came over at 2. Yeah. Like and so he said when he got here, that's what people call him.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he lived in Jersey. He's like, people call him sand nigger.
Damn.
I was like, that's crazy. And him and his homeboys used the word a lot, and it was super weird for me at first. I was like, hey man, y'all chill on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He gave me the context
with the ER or with the A.
No. What up, my nigga?
Oh, so like sand nigger, like not sand nigger.
Like no, they called him a sand nigger.
Oh, with the ER.
With the ER.
Oh.
So he was like, cause like that's when it really dawned on me, like, damn, cause he wasn't born in this.
Right.
He came over from when he was 13. You know, that's a different.
Right.
Imagine we were 13 years old and we slide to another country. You know what I mean? So he came over here. He's like, that's what people were calling him. Oh, and so he was like, when people would come up to him and then like they explained the word to him, he was like, because I actually had to have a conversation. We couldn't just because the way it came out.
Yeah.
Well, he was talking to one of his peoples come over and they were talking to each other in it, and so I was like, hey, you know, I said something about it. He was like, and he said it to me, feeling like he was joking, like nigga, chill. And I was like, bruh, like we was like, hey.
The record scratch.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, we ain't gonna, you know, we both were working at the time, so we was like a leadership development program. So it was like, hey, we ain't gonna, you know, this ain't gonna be no fighting them. We gotta talk.
Right.
And that's when he broke it down to me. I was like, man, that's actually, and I was like, and that's the same thing DJ Khaled said.
Okay. Well,
I was like, I don't know what to say to that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I guess so.
I feel it.
I still, man, that's a tough conversation. I feel like there is no right answer. Right. To that. I just am big on, especially what we're doing. I think, like you said too, I think it should be a think piece for bloggers.
Right.
.com. We should holler at them to try to just, you know, maybe reach out to some people and get some opinions on that. But I definitely think it's something where I think the biggest thing is for us is to just continue to empower and kind of, you know, drop that knowledge on the next generation to, you know what I mean? People use the word, but you don't have to be ignorant necessarily behind it. You know what I mean? You don't have to, you know, for example, Pac, he used that word, you know, relentlessly, you know what I mean? But super intelligent individual, you know what I mean? He has some ignorant size, if you will, you know what I mean? Ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, however you want to say it. But he definitely was, you know, was intellectual in the sense of he knew, you know what I'm saying, that we need to empower each other. As far as when I say each other, you know, just talk about the African diaspora.
But I think Pac did it in a very unique way because he was ahead of our time by clickbaiting, by using stuff like Thug Life to get the youth in to talk about real stuff. Just like we were talking earlier with Rick Ross. Yeah, you know, he has to, in a sense, in order for us to empower our people, or people in general. But for us, you know, our people. Yeah, you have to take what they want to hear. Yeah, grab them, and then once you get them, then start little by little empowering them to think a little different. Yeah, no, and clearly, and I will say this: clearly, it's not just black people who are suffering. We are suffering more than anybody else. But this past election has shown us there's a lot of other poor white people who, you know, also are out there and need to figure shit out as well. But I definitely think Ross, I think he does it in a way that's dope, especially for like I said, that black people to not only see it, but if you really listen to what he's saying, like in some of the interviews they just give him, like he's being genuine about it, but he's telling you, you know, like it can be done, and not just being a rapper. You know what I mean? Like Bob at the Block, I love that song Bob at the Block because he talk about it. He's to start off, buy you a house. After you buy you a house, get you a duplex. After you get you a duplex, get you a strip mall. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, work your way up. You know, don't feel like that's how I look at it. You know, I'm big on 3 houses by 30. You know what I mean? I want to do that. You know what I mean? Because you why not? Right. You know what I mean? But I think it is like you said, the clickbaiting, and he definitely was ahead of his time, like you said, because that's what, unfortunately, I feel like we have to do. Right. You know, and some not to say it, man, some people out there who definitely get it, but you know, with anyone, I mean, I just think about myself.
when I was 16 years old. And
I wasn't trying to hear that positive stuff.
Man, I wasn't with it. I was trying to listen, man. That positivity wasn't necessarily one of the P's I was chasing at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely wasn't.
So I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. And so, I think that's just something that, over time, I think people have to. You have to stay consistent with trying to put that message out there. But I think it's dope that it's a lot of like a Ross or other artists who are really trying to see that, see what needs to happen,
right,
and put that message out there and try to get that to permeate. Right. So I use that big P word there. Yeah. I was gonna ask you what it meant, but I ain't want to look crazy on the podcast. But since I already said that, you know what permeate means. Yeah. You stumbling with your words, bro.
Yeah,
that's because we're about to rap, bruh.
Oh, wow, it's been almost an hour
man,
already.
Listen, yeah, man. Look, man, I gotta be to work in 4 hours and 45 minutes. But I love doing this, man.
Definitely,
I love doing this, man. Hey, man, to the next time, bro.
So for the update, I know if anybody listened to the last podcast, I had a homeboy who didn't spell a word correctly.
In a text message.
And he actually called me while I was over here, and I was gonna call him back, but I was listening to some music and I didn't feel like I was listening to some Kendrick Lamar and I didn't feel like getting interrupted. But
with that ignorance.
Yeah. What? With the ignorance? Oh yeah. With the ignorance.
Yeah.
But I will try my best to get him on the next podcast. And
hey, it don't even matter when we get him. He got some explaining to do.
Right.
That ain't make no sense. Yeah. I've seen the text message.
It was. I should post it on my Instagram, but I won't do it yet.
Yeah, you should, man. Just because all the editing, you can black out the name and all that stuff. You should post it, man. And then what's your Instagram? What's your socials?
Oh, the Instagram is Gentleman GXNTLEMAN on Instagram and Snapchat.
I never
know.
You, man? I never know my Snapchat.
Oh, you bugging.
My Snapchat's not popping. It's not popping at all. Everything with me is we getting it going. But I know my Instagram is Mr. Zabo. That's MRZAEBO. And my Snapchat, man, you had to tell me this last time. Which one is it, bro?
See it.
Which one is it, bro? Oh man, such a dad.
One. Zaboski.
Zaboski. All right, cool. Appreciate it, bro. That's ZAEBOSKI. I'm gonna figure it out one of these days, man. Yeah, man. It will definitely be hey man, if you want to see what dad life is for real, check it out.
Yeah, man. It's real. And also shout out to bloggers.com. That's BLXGGERS.com.
Yeah, man.
For providing us the platform to be able to speak our mind. They told us no filter, say what y'all want, talk about what y'all want, as long as it doesn't get too racy or not, too negativity. But listen, man, we're just gentlemen's.
Let me tell you how you fucked up 3 times just now. So number one, you definitely, I don't even know, negativity. Is that what you said?
Is that what I said?
I don't know what you said, but I don't think it was a word.
Probably not.
So you messed up there. Then you started to stutter. You was just getting on me with my stuttering. Listen, it's time to wrap, bro.
I'm human, damn it. And I'm tired.
Yeah, man, I hear you, bro. All right, bro. We signing out, bro.
All right, people. Peace.